Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? The fact that there's no sound coming out of my speakers, which means you guys can't hear anything, is slightly concerning to me. Maybe it's this menu. Maybe there's not. Yeah, okay. There's not a spot with a sound. That makes sense. The loading screen of all loading. Oh, where? I did this yesterday.
This looks like it belongs here.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place.
Not
It's your
yesterday. Day
birthright,
before.
and I
Whenever.
think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Blessings of the goddess.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
We desperately need to get into this crate.
How's it going, boss? Let's see what we've got here. You're welcome, Hunter. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery. We never close. If you find more coil, send it my way. You're looking well,
Whatever. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare. Erethole! I mean, hello there. How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you? I'm not expecting any difficulties with this one. hoary hosts of Hoggoth. I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The Cube of Nothingness. The Tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. One sorcerer's trash is another's treasure. I'll let you be the judge on this one.
Okay.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
Shh, Tony. Don't forget to write.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just
No.
a few days. 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with the spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blade to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Like playing with fire, huh?
No pain, no gain. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
It's good to have you around again.
Hey, hey, Hunter.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. We need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There's no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again.
Which one's spicy? Oh, cat.
Fascinating. What is this? Interesting. Ah, I see.
They really make me do a hunting fun. Bush. There's a few things I wish were a little different, but nothing major. And more is just personal preference. But yeah, no, the game seemed great.
Nico, do you know where Magic is? We need her.
Let me guess. To open another portal? She's getting a little tired of being the only person here who can do that. Can't say I blame her.
This is serious, Nico. Where is she?
Not sure. But I know she's been looking for Wanda's grimoire, so maybe check in Wanda's room?
Thanks for your help.
Привет, Hunter.
That was easy.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it.
I'll have
So now I read it.
attitude when they speak. It's hilarious. I love it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny, you sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
Jesus. I want to pick that one so bad, but I'm gonna go right side, so...
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ilyana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
I understand why Magic is upset that we literally called her the gatekeeper instead of Bai Yi. How you going? Be pretty upset too.
What is stopping you?
Hero!
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the Gamma...
Yeah, I'm not see all that. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay.
Forever in service.
Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to believe, that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
You had your chance to escape.
Nice move.
All will be judged.
Okay. I understand.
We serve until the end.
Yeah, right? Like, if I was her, I'd be a bad guy. I'd be pretty upset.
You're mine. You'll have to do better than that.
Armor up and reinforcing.
It's your time now.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Yeah, nope, didn't know that. Stop that.
Hail that!
This is... Hi. Oh, wrong person. Damn. Where's Ghost Rider?
Burn in hellfire.
Okay.
With those powers, I would have guessed you were aligned with Lilith.
Smooth sailing so far. I've been waiting for this.
Nothing will be forgotten.
It's kind of cool that she's sister of Colossus.
Hydra Imp. The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure. Weak, even for Hydra.
will never forsake her.
No retreat.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags
Oh, I forgot about that
you've
thing.
come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
It is time.
One more time.
Nom.
It's about time.
Whoever gets the job done.
I thought I was gonna jump over it. Nope. I'm just gonna go through it. I lost
got
some
away.
Steve.
Do
So
not worry, heroes. You will still
I
witness the results
completely
of my work firsthand. On the field of battle. Hail Hydra!
okay. That's on me. That's on me.
Interesting. Not a problem.
Is that the best you've got? Suffer. Always wanted to fight you. Never surrender.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
You only add to your punishment.
I've been waiting for this. You cannot stop me like that.
Support units on the move.
You know what to do.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open...
You've had this coming.
Your power is unnatural.
Hail that!
Let's do it.
never forsake her.
Hell never forgets a face.
Taking the shot.
Don't worry, I can take it.
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
You're ready now.
Hydra! The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
What's this? Now they're really in trouble. This has no name on it.
That is one way of making your presence known.
Take this.
Probably help out cops fucking takes off. Or ignore everything off of this.
That's still not gonna be enough.
I don't know much about her at all.
You'll have to do better than that.
I know about Limbo, and that's basically it.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
That should keep them grounded. Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers will never allow you.
Oh, shut up already. Take them down.
Here we go. Sure I can't change your mind? Ready up.
Now that was something.
By her command.
I've read some comics, but I never read the Runaway comics. Which is where she's, I don't know if they even are Runaway comics, but I don't know much about the Runaway.
Spirits do not die.
But yeah, no, I don't know much about it at all. always wanted to get into the comics more, but it's not cheap. I mean, I don't like having to wait.
You were too weak for this fight.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory. Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now.
There's
Stay sharp.
probably millions of comics for just the Avengers and X-Men alone. Like, it's not like we would ever be in a situation where we couldn't find the comics we hadn't read before. But it's still, it backs up. Like, what does a comic book go for nowadays? Giving like $1.50, honestly. Oh yeah. Very fair. I'm looking it up. I'm curious now. I don't even know where I would go to actually buy them. It's like, oh, it would be a quick Google search. No, because it's just gonna show like the rare, expensive ones, and not like your run-of-the-mill single comic book that's not ultra rare. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to dig into that later. That's a curious thing, actually. Never really thought about it until now. I remember back when they were like 25 cents. Not to show my age or anything. Oh, I was told they were 25 cents, I should say. The comic books I had before were 25 cents, but they were old as shit. You're subbing a cover.
Staring at the night sky, trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You were trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Illyana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
We should inform the others of any potential danger.
Warn them of what? One of magic's airy-fairy gut feelings? The Avengers are already unsure of us. I do not need to add to that. Best not say anything until I am better able to articulate it. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Alright, who should I pick? I'm assuming I only get one. Just these four. Yeah. Who picks that? Who are you?
There's my hunter.
Oh, Strange, just without the cape. Got you.
We aimed high and we hit our marks.
Hunter.
Hey, Hunter. What do defeated Hydra agents say? Nothing?
Oh, I get to pick something? I'm assuming it doesn't matter. That's fine. Don't care.
So what is space like?
It's a weird cross between beautiful, deadly, and slightly boring.
Boring? How so?
Space is empty.
I wonder if they all have the
There's
same
not
options,
much to
like
do
what
on
to
that
do.
journey, but look at the scenery. Even then, it's hard to tell you're actually moving. Kind of like highway driving through Nebraska. Sorry if I'm ruining any romantic notions of space travel.
Oh man, I don't know what to pick here because that's hilarious. I don't understand how that's a joke when that exists, and I don't know. That's kind of like non-nonchalant. Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
You have not ruined anything.
That's a relief. I know my perspective is skewed. I take it for granted sometimes, and I really shouldn't. It's not all a big pile of nothing. Saturn is lovely in person. Every time I'm near, I take a pit stop on one of its moons. Just sit there and appreciate the cosmos. We're doing this again. Make plans.
Swimsuits. Cool. Open the library door. Fucking boy.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet, but I
never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah, I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry. Hunter, hello. I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments. Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
I never would have framed Blade as a book. Like, I know that he is. Like, if I didn't know that, I wouldn't think that he would be. Okay, I didn't know he was trying to go.
Things on the
Didn't know that at all.
here. There's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key?
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
There's one in the library that was purple. I want to go open it instead. Once I figure out how the fuck to get there. What is this?
Does not seem right to intrude in their space.
Alright, so this is like the dorms. Oh, there's no way. Yeah, there's a purple one right here. I haven't seen an orange one, but I'm gonna go ahead and open this one. Wait, are these things fairly common? Like, will I be able to open up all the chests, or is it a step on like a paywall or something? Because I will hold on to this motherfucker until I yeah, let's open this. Okay. talk to a person today.
It's always good to see you.
Where did the words of power come from?
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well.
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings. Until we speak again.
Something about a new head piece. Okay. Full head rock. No. No. Tempting. Okay. That's good to know.
Can that really be you? Come closer. I want to get a better look at you.
Bitch, if I got any closer to you, I'd be clipping.
After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only.
Wait! Mother! Where did you...
Okay.
Was that really her?
I'm quite pleased with these results.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. take a look. How does this look? I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
The mystic arts require concentration and focus. If you don't...
Later.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
Hey, Hunter. When you've got a minute, could you meet me in the war room?
Oh, I'm in. Somebody wants to talk to me.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
No pain, no gain.
Let's see if you're as good as they say. You are a
Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
If I had known it meant this much to you, I would have waited. It was not my intention to defy or hurt you.
Hurt, no. Defy, maybe. At the same time, I know I haven't been very open with you about everything that's happened.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now.
There you are, Hunter. The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time, providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into Hydra's twisted little minds. Central is ready to work. Let's crunch the numbers. Well, this was educational, in a terrible way. Now that we've decrypted the intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the available hero ops listed on Central. I think I can handle that.
Hello, Insidious.
Pick your target, Hunter. Bye.
I assumed.
You said something earlier about the blood.
In a world full of mysteries, the Blood have managed to remain even more mysterious than most. They were an ancient race, said to be born of the Elder Gods. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often. And yet, here you are, one of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible, but even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows, but we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she is not buried here.
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wundagore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to contend with an organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much, but I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls? What's the worst that could happen? You got me there, dear.
What do you know about the Moon Seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves, I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person.
Just another benefit of being descended from the blood. Lucky you, dear.
We've got Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Who is your first?
Tony on 2 hours of sleep. So, what do you need?
I have questions for you.
Sure, ask away.
Tell me about yourself, Carol.
What in particular?
No, I'm not doing all that.
Thank you, Carol.
Anytime. And hey, if you find the time, we should hang out.
I will consider that.
Of course.
Alright, let's not be robots here.
Always on the hunt, right?
If you want a chance to use yet. Dude, that's a lot of dialogue, and I'm only like limiting myself to like 2-hour streams, and I don't want to spend the entire stream doing dialogue. Honestly, there's a lot of dialogue. It's probably it could have been quick. I don't know. I tried to do 2 to 3 combats, essentially. There are people who are here for the story, but a lot of people are also here for the gameplay or just to chat. Hang out.
Hydra forces are transferring some of their equipment out of this area, and you have a chance to intercept it. You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
So be it. Consider it done. You are not
All right.
to me. I'll step on you if I have to.
And it's the things I just did not expect.
You had your chance to escape. Hail that!
I'll give it a whirl.
Someone get me out of here!
Whatever works for you.
have the upper hand.
Follow my lead.
I'm gonna get you for that.
I am disoriented.
Will y'all leave her alone?
You've got nothing to fear.
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key.
Hope this helps. Let me help. This usually works. Isn't Dr. Faustus wanted for war crimes? Huh, you guys might be accessories, you know?
It's the best I can do for now.
Oh, cool.
Hostile unit on the move.
They've destroyed one of the crates. Focus on getting the other keys.
No retreat.
We'll have to do better than that.
Alrighty, I'll see you later.
Right time to shine.
We are not done yet.
They do not seem to...
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card.
So it begins. Now it's
Cannot possibly match your shot. I am impressed.
That's so stupid.
worse things than death. And I can make them happen for you.
Weak, even for Hydra.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Looks like I get another shot. Here you go.
I feel better already.
You're mine. Requesting medevac.
You're in trouble now. Awaiting reinforcements.
Are they stronger than they
Another crate is armed to blow. You don't have much time.
Your fate is sealed. You are lucky to still be breathing.
That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home.
I will return the favor someday.
Watch closely. Being a fascist wasn't good enough, huh? You had to get into demon worship too?
You have earned this.
Engaging target.
Time for the real thing.
Even together, you're hardly a match for me.
Was that truly your best? The light will heal you.
That will help. Ready? It was your time.
Hydra's standards have fallen a great deal.
effective.
Finally, it's my turn.
Prepare yourselves. This will have to do.
Moved like that once, centuries ago.
More than enough. You are nothing compared to the things I have seen and killed.
That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
We left a lot of Hydra
Ah, I see.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna pop out for now and do adulting stuff before I have to get ready for work. You all have a great day. Don't forget to follow and or subscribe if you haven't already. Y'all just be good, you know, like have a good day, stay out of trouble, all that fun stuff, I guess. Don't forget I have a community challenge going. The winner gets to pick a game for me to play and stream. If I don't own the game, I will buy the game. So yeah, highest contributor gets to make that decision. I am keeping track. But yeah, I'm gonna head out of here. Y'all have a good day. Bye.